Hi, hello guys. Um, Welcome to Web Development for Kids and Teens. This is the seventh video. I hope you guys have been having fun, and also learning, right? Again, like I told you, the best way to learn how to code is to code, right? So try to code all the time. So let's start from where we stopped last week. So last week we were able to um though this our index.html page, which is going to be the like the beginning of our project. So our project is to have a personal website. If you remember, in our first video I showed you guys like the big picture, right? If you remember, like the big picture, like what we want to get from this video, like from this series of lesson, right, is to make you guys understand what HTML is, CSS, and all of that, and use it to design your own personal page and to be able to design web page for anyone in the future, and you make money out of it. It's not hard, right? So we started with that, and this what we're able to do. So today we'll be going to about me page, and this is not what we want, and see how we can make it beautiful. But before we go to about me page, I mentioned something last week that I would teach you guys, but I forgot about it. The font family, how to change font, right? I mentioned it, but I didn't do anything about that. So now let me show you how to apply font family in your CSS, right? So if you remember in our CSS, right, so the class body is the one that applies to everything. So if you want to change the font for everything that is in your body, so we need to change it inside our body. So we can just come here and say font family, right? Then you see all of the options that you have. You can try any of these, see how it looks, and choose one. So let's try the third one and see how it looks. You see that the font here is gonna change. You see how it changed? I don't like this. Okay, so again, just come here and delete it, right? Then if nothing comes up, press control and control and space. The option will come, control and space together, right? Then the options will come again. But if it's not coming for you, so just try to write everything again, then it will come. Font family, right? So let me see, what can I use? Let me try this. It's long. Okay, let me see how this look. um I don't like it, but yeah, because of time, I'll just use this. You guys can play around and choose the one that is very good for you. Okay, so that is that about that. All right. So today I'll be teaching you guys something new, something cool, right? Then we'll not transition from there to our about me page. Okay. So ta ta ta. So what I want to teach you guys is something called UI UX. UI UX, right? If you guys have not heard about it, right, I will try to explain it to you guys. I just don't want you guys to go out and someone will mention UI UX and you'll be like, oh, what is UI UX, right? We really don't need it, but I just want you guys to be aware of what UI UX is and how it relates to web development. Okay, so from the name, UI means user interface. UI means user interface. Don't forget that, right? And user interface, it refers to everything that you can see like in a website. the screens, the buttons, the toggles, the icon that we have, the Roblox icon, the Facebook icon, and all of that, right? And other visual element in your website. So everything that you can see, like, so like, yeah, this is UI, UI. So like, these are all the elements of UI, okay? And everything that you can see, right? So I just put this in here, like this, text, this one, everything. Then the background is UI. So like, it's the interface, like what you see with your eyes in your web page. That's what is called user interface, right? So yeah, so I mean, then again, you should know that we use HTML to implement or to code user interface, right? Because we use HTML to write all of this, right? So that is user interface. Don't forget that. Now, what is UX? So UX is called user experience. So this, the X is from the X in experience. I should have made this capital, but yeah, so user experience. So like, from the word experience, right? User experience is just, is the experience that people that view your web page as, while like viewing your web page, right? So here it says it refers to the experience users have on a website, right? So, and that experience might be good or bad, right? Because some use, like, your user experience, like the experience that users have on your website might be bad, like maybe something is not loading up, or you have bad like image, or your color is not good, and all of that. So user experience is, yeah, is how people feel when they view your website, right? How cool is your website? How cool is your color? Like, are your colors? How cool are the way you arrange things? That's user experience. Then don't forget user interface, everything that you can see. User experience, you can't see that, it's just how people feel, right? So it's all about how like, it's about how user feel about your web page. That's okay. So example of a bad user experience: the website take a lot of time to load. Just imagine that you are trying to load the website, and it's just rolling. Then you feel mad at what's going on. You might, like, you might even close the website. That's a bad user experience, because you have, like, experience that is not good, right? So like, now when we build our website, we have to make sure that everything loads, and everything load fast, right? So that's that. Then, so what can make you have, like, people have bad user experience is when you add pictures that are not good, right? If you add pictures that is not good, that picture that is not really nice, like, if you want to add a picture of yourself to a website, and you are adding a picture that is not good, or like maybe like a picture that they can't even see your face, you know people will have bad experience, right? So when you want to add a picture, you see, that was why I said that uh that these images, right, should should have no background, because it will make it more nicer, right? So when you add pictures, make sure that those pictures are really good. Don't add pictures that you are wearing big clothes, when you are a baby, like, where, unless you want to tell a story of when you were a baby, okay? So use colors that are okay. Using colors that are not matching can make people have bad experience. So when you add colors that is not good, right? Like, you put blue on something that doesn't go well with it, like color riot. I don't know if you guys know the meaning of color riot, like putting colors that don't go together, right? Make sure that all the colors go together, that everything is really nice, and yeah, and so that people will have nice experience. Okay, so now, how to design a UI UX, right? So, you know I told you before that we write code to implement UI, right? Like UI is everything that you see, right? So what people do, so there are some people call UI UX designers, right? They are not programmers like us, but they are the one that will kind of they will draw this interface on paper, like how it should be. It's gonna be an image, right? That is user interface, right? They will, well, they will draw it on paper, or they might use an application to draw it. I will show you that application. So now when they draw this, right, then they will not give that drawing to a web developer, which is maybe like you guys, right? So now that user interface will not guide you to say, oh yeah, I have to put my home here, I have to put about me here, I have to put my icons down here, right? So that is user interface. Then also user experience, so like those designers will also tell you, like how the play up the your web pages should flow, right? Like in home, like what should people see, how should they click on things, how should everything interact, right? And how, like which image should be where, and what color should be where, right? So those are the works of UI UX designers, right? But I mean, like, since we are not UI UX designers, right, and I'm not too, right, like I'll just teach you guys a way that you can still kind of use your hand and your paper, you know a pencil and crayons, to have UI, like design on paper what you want on your screen, right, before you even start writing any code. Okay, so for the about me page that we will do today, we're going to have, I will show you guys the UI that I put on paper, right, for it, right? And I will also ask you guys to design a UI for my project, right? Yeah, but yeah, so it is a good practice to work on your UI before you start coding, right? So it is good to draw something on paper first before you start coding, because if you start coding and you don't know where to put what, you might be frustrated. But when you put something on paper, that will guide you, right, on where you want to put what and what you are doing, right? I will show you example. Okay, see, so this is the example of UI. This one is what I did for this home page. It's exactly not the same thing, but you can see that I have idea of where my home will be, about me, project, video games, and contact me. So I pulled it up here. Then I say, oh yeah, at the center I want to have I am Ayo. Okay, then I put some dashes around there, and I say, oh yeah, this should be my background image, and this is my background image, right? See, I have like a blueprint on a paper. Then I say, oh yeah, I should have some icons here. Then I say, this is Roblox, this is going to be YouTube, then this is going to be Discord, right? And this is going to be Facebook. So you see, and I just put the logo. I mean, it won't be 100% nice or anything, but it will guide you on what to expect, right? So now the about me page. So I also have example. So this is what I drew for the about me page. Again, we are going to have, so the about me page will not have any background color, like, sorry, background image, right? So my navigation, we only have a background color of blue, right here. Then my main page, I will divide it into two. I'll put my picture here, then I will write some like 3 paragraphs about myself, right? This is what will guide us. Like, this is, so now when we look at this is what we're going to use to implement our code right now. So I will use this to write our code. Okay, so so that is that. Then, like I said, also professionals, like they don't, like UI UX engineers don't do it this way, right? They use application. Let me show you. I think I have one that so Figma, that's an app, a website called figma.com. So most of the UI UX designer use this. So let me show you an example of the one that I did for a mobile app. uh it's loading. See, so you see this one, right? So like this is my home screen. Like this is a mobile app that I'm working on, right? So this is not the app itself. This is just like a design. No, it's almost example of what I have in here, but it's much more professional, right? So you can come here, you can draw anything. So now when I want to design the app using code, this is what will guide me to do that, right? I will just look at this and I will implement it, right? Again, this is what, so if you want to look at this, is figma.com. If you're interested in being a UI UX designer, so figma.com, you can play around. It's free, okay? So but I'm not gonna go into that because I'm not a UI UX designer. I'm just okay. So now we want to work on our about me page, and it's gonna be this. So let's start coding. Okay, so we want to create about me.html, right? So one thing that you should see, you see that this is highlighted, right? My style is highlighted. If you make a mistake to create a new file here, it's gonna put it under CSS. So see, it's gonna put it right here. That's not what we want, right? So just click outside somewhere here, okay? So then you create your file. See, now it's outside here. So let's call this about me.html, right? So let's go to index. So the first thing that we need to change, see about me in my index, then we'll do about me. Okay, that is good. So now let's Control A and copy everything that we have in index and put it here. So let's just start that way, okay? So that we have something to work with. All right. So you know what, I'm gonna do this. All right. So now if I about me should be yeah. So about me. Oh wait. Okay. So let me refresh this. Let me go to about me. So about me is exactly like the home page, right? So we just start deleting some things. So let's delete everything that we have in our body. No, don't delete everything. Don't delete the navigation, okay? So just delete from here. So let's delete it div by div so that you get them good confused. So that div, then we delete the footer. All right. Okay, good. So now about me, okay. So then you remember about me page does not have any background right here. So that means this class body is the one that has the background. So that means we need to create another class body for the about me page. Right, so let's do that by doing this. Give me a second. So let's just say body body underscore about. All right, so the only thing that I want to put in here is just to align the text to be center. Then I come to my and I replace this. So then this should remove the background. So let's refresh it. So it removed the background, and you know, because our navigation is the color of our navigation is white, that's why everything just blend with the background. So now we'll start changing things for our navigation. So you remember our navigation as nav div, which is what we have for index, right? So we'll create another one for so navigation for our about me page. So now let's create a class. So let's call the class nav about. Again, you can call your class anything, okay? But just make sure that you are doing. So what I want to do first is to give it a background color, right? So let me give it a background color of blue so that my white text can show. Okay, okay, yeah, I have to put it in my this. So replace this, okay? So now you see this background is showing now, okay? So but it's looking weird. So let's do something. I'm gonna copy some CSS code and I will explain it, okay? So here, so this is saying that I want the position to be fixed. Then I want it to go all the way to the top. That means that the difference between its position and top should be 0, right? It's like I'm saying go all the way to the top. That's what this is saying. Then the width should be 100%. Then it shouldn't be away from the left. Then again, you guys should know padding top is space, and padding bottom is also space bottom, right? So let's see how this looks. Okay, see, this is making more sense. So you can see that this color is kind of blue, right? But when you go from, oops, let's see, about me, yeah, this should be index.html. Let me see if it's also in here. Okay, so in here, change this to index, not home. But if you are using your home as your index, fine. But if you have index file, so make this index. Okay, so let's refresh this again. You see my home. From home and I go here, you see that the color kind of changed a lot, you know. So what I want the color of this my background image, this background, right? I want it to be the background color here. But this is an image. I don't know the color code for it, right? You know, you probably have another background for your web page too, but you don't know the exact color because when I say blue, the shade of blue is different. So now there is a way that you can actually get the color of the background image that you use so that we can use it here, right? So please follow this carefully, okay? So inside here, just right click, okay, and click on inspect. So when you click on inspect, then you see this small view, right? Then click on this guy, this this button right there, this cursor, click on this, right? So just click on anywhere or just click on this, your name right here, right? Then after clicking on your name, you should see something here that shows the your ID and your color that you use for that. You might use different color. So what I want to do is just click on this color here, click on this, then you have your color picker, right? So now then you click on this, then you now click on that your image, see, boom, then this guy is going to tell you the color. So this is the color. So all I have to do is copy this one and I will go in here and I'll paste it, right? So then you close this, then refresh your index, then go to see. Now you see it's more like it, right? It's looking like the other one. So that is that. So, and if you can see our UI, you know, I say this is going to be blue and I want my navigation to be like this. So this is done. So now we need these two, right? So we can use a div for this, a div for this, but we need the two divs to be side by side, right? And that's need some CSS to do that. Okay, so now let's go to about me page. So inside here we need two divs, right? So one div, just leave it like that, then the second div. So the first div is gonna have our image, right? So let's create a class for the first div. Class is equal to, let's call it div1 about page. Okay, then the class of this one, let's call it div2 about. Cool. All right, so now let's do CSS. Let me copy this. So for the div1 that we have our image, all right, so I'm gonna copy some CSS and I will explain it. So I don't think I need this one. So there's something called float left, right? So because ideally when you have two divs, like they will stack on each other, not side by side. So you putting this float left, you are saying that this first div should float to the left and leave in space for the other div to come. Okay, that's just the idea. This guy floats to the, like, shift to the left, allow another person to sit beside you, right? That's just the idea of this. Okay, then again, padding right, margin top, margin left, you guys should know that already. Okay, so then for the second one, so I don't need this. I don't need this. Okay, so margin right, like just to put space on the right, padding top to put padding on top, then the color of the text is gonna be the color of my this, right? Just use the same thing that you're using here. Okay, so now let's see. You probably will not see anything here yet because we've not put any content in there. So the first div is gonna be where I'll put my image, right? So let's write the code. img src means source, then my img folder, then which image do I need to use? Okay, then this one, styles equal to height. You know what, don't let us do this. Let's have id is equal to profile img, then don't forget to close this like this. Okay, so let's have an id, and that profile, our id, we call it height is equal to 100 view height, 100 view height. Okay, so let's see what we have. See, my image is right here. So please, you guys, you can see my image. It looks professional. Don't forget what we talk about in our UI UX this thing, that add pictures that are good. This is a professional page, right? Don't add picture that you are looking somehow. So if you have a picture that maybe you are in church, or you're in like in a good place, that you are wearing tie, or you look more professional, or you look fine, that's what you should add here. Don't add picture that you are wearing big clothes or big shoe. Okay, something more professional, please, right? So yeah, so you see, so this is all the way to the left, and that's what we wanted to do. So now for the second div, we're gonna have about me content. Okay, so let's have a paragraph that just say about, right? So we need CSS for that because we probably want it to be big. So let's call it about p. See, and this is an ID. So for ID, remember you start with a pound, right? So ID. So what do we want to put in here? So we want to change the font size, and we want change the font size to 3em. Like, this is not this measurement is different from centimeter. Okay, please. Text align is center. So let's see. So it's right there. Okay, so about. So for example, if you want to know that this em is different from centimeter, so put centimeter, you see that it's going to be small, or it's going to be bigger rather. So but yeah, so the scale are not the same, so but we are using em here. Okay, the scales are not the same, so about just right there. Okay, all right. So now we need to actually write about ourselves. Okay, so we're gonna have 3 paragraphs. You can have more if you want. So but I will have 3 paragraphs to talk about myself. So I think I actually put those paragraphs in a div. So let's have another div in here. Close it. Please don't make mistake here. Then we're gonna have 3 paragraphs. 1 paragraph, second paragraph, and third paragraph. So then for this one, let's have an ID called about details or something, right? Okay, so let's come here. So what I want this to do is text align justify. Yeah, I'll show you guys what that justify is gonna do. Like, it's going to make the text look nice. Then the font size for this one, I want to be 1.5 em. Okay, cool. So now for the first paragraph, this is what I want to write about myself, and I think you guys can use it too. Just replace it with your name. Okay, so I say, hi, my name is Ayo, and I'm a kid who loves to explore and learn new things. I'm always looking for ways to challenge myself, blah blah blah. So let's see. See, that's the first one right there. Okay, so let me show you guys. If I remove this text align justify, see what's gonna be. So it's kind of scattered, right? But when I say justify, it's kind of put them together. You see, that's what that does. Okay, just to show you guys. So then the next paragraph is gonna be something this. So you guys probably need to pause the video not to write all of this. Okay, yeah, I know it's not easy, but yeah, let me make it easier so that you guys can write it. Guess, yeah. All right, so I mean, if you can't see everything from here, you should be able to see everything from here, you know. And you should probably rewrite some of these things. I got this thing online. Okay, so if you can't see all of them here, try to get them from here. All right, so then the last paragraph, is this guy? This one. No, let me drop this. Okay. I should be able to do the same, but no, it's fine. See? And if you think that that there's some other information that you want to write about yourself, just create new pair of like just paragraph in here and add more stuff. But if you think that this is enough, and also try to change some things in here. So you see, now we are done with our about me, and it's exactly what we drew on our paper. See right there, I say my picture, about me, 3 paragraph, and I have all of these, and this is it too. Okay, then don't forget how we got the background color of this. Okay, remember, you come here, you right click, you inspect, you click on this icon, click on this color, then you click on this, then you click on this, then you try to get so any color that you want. So just click on it, and it will give you the code here, right? And that code is what you now put in here. Okay, so yeah, I think that's let me see. Yeah, I'm like, why did you change my color? Okay, yeah, yeah, so that's that about our about me page. So then also don't forget that you can always change the font family. Okay, so yeah, so what I want you guys to do, just like what I have in here, about me UI, right? I want you guys to come up with, like, just draw it on paper. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? Like your idea of what my project page should look like. Okay, I want to know how creative you guys are. Again, it doesn't have to be a perfect. You see, my drawing is not perfect, but I kind of have idea of where I want to put what, right? So in your drawing, you might paint it the color that you want and all of that. That's fine, right? But just have something, right, that shows what my project page is gonna be. Maybe you want to list all your projects. Maybe you want to put so like then your project could be something that you've done in school. Your project could be something that you will want to do in future, like your website or anything and all of that, right? And if you guys don't really understand how that should be, try maybe video game page or contact me page, like any of these 3. Come up with a UI for it and put it in, like put the, like, take a picture of it and put it in the comment section below. Okay, I want to see what you guys will be able to come up with, right? Again, it doesn't have to be perfect, just draw something, right? And then so like I will probably, if I see some images in the in the comment section, I'll probably use some of the ideas from what you have to kind of create our my project page. Okay, so I think this is good. And don't forget, use a very good image, and this image is taken with a phone, right? So make sure that the image that you want to use is taken with a phone in a portrait mode, not landscape. Like landscape is when you move your phone to the horizontal and like you flip it and you take the picture, because that kind of picture is going to be wide, like wide. It won't fit here. So like you need a picture that was taken with the phone, like facing straight, like vertically. That's what will fit here. Okay, so that you can say float left and you can add more content in here. Okay, so I think that's all I have for you guys. This is not much, right? So but don't forget, design UI UX for probably my project, but if you want to design for video games, and contact me too, please. uh do it, put color if you want, and put it in the comment section below. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. We are almost done. We just have 3 more pages to go, and we are done with our final project, and we'll present our final project. Okay, thank you guys for watching this video, and please don't forget to subscribe and share this video. So if you have some friends that you think should also learn what you are learning, right, share this video with them, right, so that they can also learn and you guys can learn together. Okay, share the video with your friends, and please don't forget to like the video too. Okay, when you watch the video, please like, thank you for the support. And I hope that you guys have fun working through the code. All right, so see you in the next video. Bye.